What is the story that happened to you but nobody believed you? Story 1. I was sitting at a residential intersection back in 2020. It was a sun-drenched, lazy afternoon. Low traffic, nice day. The light turned green. A beat-up, duct-taped 90s Buick station wagon in front of me rolled forward through the intersection. As it did, it casually popped an absolutely perfect side wheelie, with all the masterfully controlled grace of a goddamn fucking ballet dancer, and just drove away down the street on two wheels. Like it was nothing. Months later, I was waiting at a different intersection, carrying the same passenger, though. The beat-up station wagon in front of me lacked duct tape, but still reminded me of the other one. So I turned to her while we waited. "Hey, you remember that Buick that did the wheelie? You saw that too, right?" "Oh, good." I kind of started to think maybe it had just been a fever dream or something. As we talked, the light changed. Cars started rolling, and the Buick popped an identical fucking side wheelie. It was the same fucking car. The crowd went wild. We literally just started screaming. I gunned it to catch up to them this time because of course I had to. How could you not? The side wheelie Buick was manned by two blonde dudes. They were laughing their asses off while self-consciously trying to avoid eye contact. I don't know. I don't even remember what we said to them. It was like a local cryptid sighting. Wherever they are right now, I hope those dudes are having a great day. Fucking legends. Story 2. I lost my car keys. A few weeks later, I was returning from a night out while friends had a few cocktails. Upon returning home, I noticed my car was not where I parked it. Called the police to report the missing car. The officer wasn't buying my story because I was a little intoxicated. I fell asleep waiting for the police to arrive. Next morning, I was borrowing a car from a family member. They drove through my neighborhood and spotted my car. It was parked a few blocks from my apartment. When I got to my car, it was perfectly fine. Some CDs were missing and it had more gasket than before it was taken. I think I might have been sharing my car with the person who had the keys for longer than I realized. I was upside down on my loan. I was actually hoping the person would take my car for good. I even left them a note. Alas, it never happened. If they took my car again, I couldn't tell. Story 3. I lost a set of keys under the snow at the start of winter. Had to pay for a new set. The next spring, I went to Starbucks to get some work done. After leaving the shop, I immediately had to pull over to the side of the road because something was rattling around by my windshield wipers. The damn keys. I didn't usually go to that Starbucks. Nobody knew I was going to be there. Nothing identified the keys as mine. Nobody has ever claimed credit for returning the keys. They weren't originally lost on the car because they were with a fob that would have automatically unlocked the vehicle. They weren't on the car before I drove to Starbucks, because they were ready to fly off the hood at a 15-minute page. They never could have stayed on during the 55-minute page trip there. Starbucks was 25 miles away from where I'd lost them originally. Everybody's always, understandably, certain that there has to be some kind of mundane explanation for how those keys teleported across 24 miles in 5 months. But nobody's ever been able to offer an explanation that could have happened, so there you go. The one story I just can't explain but nobody ever believes. Key fob gremlins. Story 4. I dream about my grandma the night before she died. We were never close personally, although we ever living together for a while. Then she decided to move to other city to live with my aunt, and she died there. I think it just pure coincidence. I never dream about her, and there's no reason for her to visit me before she's gone. Nobody in the family dream about her like I did, so everyone was skeptical about it, but it's definitely happened for me. Gang, I think they're dyslexic like me, bro. All right, story 5. When I was 3 years old, me and my mom were living in the bottom floor of our apartment. Our apartment opened up to a yard, but the yard was shared with other neighbors and apartments. In the middle of the night, I started sleepwalking and crawled out of the doggy door we had for our big dog. Now, when I tell you my mom was dying laughing when she was telling me this story, she was needing to take breaks to drink water to finish this damn story. Took her an hour to finish this story. What she told me is she woke up to check on me because I was too quiet. She run searching for me and she ran outside. She found me laying down on our big dog, and the dog looked at my mom saying, "You better give me extra treats." She was holding me in place with her paw on my PJS. And before you say my mom is cruel for not putting me in a proper bed, I still had my crib. I just learned to climb, and I climbed out, bumped my head, didn't cry, and just walked. My mom said she wasn't scared of me crawling out because we lived in a gated community and my uncles were living next door. She was more worried about me picking stuff off the floor and eating it. So there's my story that no one has believed me except my mom. That's the end of the video. I will be posting more content soon, and if you want me to tell your story, just DM me or contact my work email that is in the description. I will reply to you as fast as I can. I hope you liked the video. Feel free to follow or subscribe to get to watch more videos just like this without needing a part 2 to the stories. Goodbye, and have a great day.